Hi, today I want to share a story about a girl who went through a lot, and I hope every girl who ever felt the same hears this. There was a little girl with beautiful dark skin. She was so excited to start first grade. New backpack, new pencils, new dreams. She couldn't wait to make friends, to laugh, to play at recess. But on her very first day, everything changed. The other girls looked at her, whispered, and then laughed. They pointed and said, "You, look at her. She's so dark." No one wanted to sit next to her. No one talked to her. She felt alone and invisible. She tried to smile, to act normal, to pretend it didn't hurt. But when she got home, she locked herself in her room and cried. Cried so hard because she didn't understand why. Why her? What did she do wrong? Days passed and it didn't stop. Every single day, they said something mean. They laughed at her hair, her skin, her everything. And she just stayed quiet, but every night she cried again. One day, her older sister saw her crying. She held her hand and said, "Tell me what happened." And the girl told her everything. Her sister got angry, really angry. The next day, she went straight to the girls who bullied her. She pulled their hair, yelled at them, and made them apologize. They came to her with fake smiles saying, "Sorry, let's forget the past. Let's be friends." The little girl believed them. She wanted friends so bad, so she smiled and said, "Okay." And for the first time, she felt hope. They said, "Let's play a game. Let's tell each other secrets." She was nervous but excited, so she told them her secrets. But when it was their turn, they stood up, laughed, and said, "Do you really think we'd be friends with you? You're so dark." Her heart broke right there in class. She started crying. Not at home this time, but right there in front of everyone. She couldn't hold it anymore. It hurt so much. And you know what? Even now, she still gets bullied sometimes. People still say mean things about her skin, and she doesn't know what to do anymore. So she's asking you, what should she do? How can she stop this? My opinion about this story is that sometimes people forget that skin color doesn't make anyone better or worse. It's just a color, something we are born with. What really matters is the heart, kindness, respect, and love. These are the things that make someone truly beautiful. I know it's not easy to be different. It hurts when people make fun of you for something you didn't choose. But please don't ever believe that you are less. You are strong, you are special, and your beauty shines in a way no one can copy. To anyone who ever got bullied, remember you are not alone. And one day, the same people who laughed at you will realize how amazing you truly are. And to everyone listening, before you laugh at someone, stop for a second and ask yourself, what if it was you? So let's be kind, let's be better, and let's never hurt others for something they can't change. And now, let's listen to the next story. When I was in third grade, it was such a strange day, and honestly, I'll never forget it. That morning, we had English class. Our teacher walked in and said, "Girls, today I'm not teaching any lesson. You can relax and do whatever you like." Of course, everyone got excited. Free period. We could draw, talk, or just laugh together. I was so happy. I grabbed my pencils and started doodling on my notebook. But then my best friend Julie, who was sitting next to me, looked at me and said, "Hey, Ruby, let's do our math homework since we have some free time." I looked at her like, "What? No, let's play or draw something fun." But Julie smiled and said, "Come on, let's just finish it now so we can relax later." She said it in such a calm and convincing way that I actually agreed. So I took out my math book and we both started solving problems quietly. After a few minutes, the girls behind us noticed and decided to do the same. They took out their math books too. But then the unexpected happened. Our teacher turned around and saw us. She looked serious and said, "What are you doing?" We froze. I said softly, "We're just finishing our math homework." And she said, "You know that's not allowed. You can't open another subject in my class." We both apologized right away. "We're sorry, teacher. It won't happen again." But she crossed her arms and said, "Give me your books." I felt my stomach twist. I handed her my book right away, but Julie hesitated. She started begging, "Please, miss, we didn't mean to. We're sorry, really." But the teacher didn't change her mind. Julie finally gave her the book, her eyes filled with tears. Then the teacher turned to the girls behind us, the ones who copied us, and said with a sweet voice, "Oh, my dear girls, please put your books away, but I'll forgive you this time. I just sat there completely shocked." Why did she forgive them but not us? We were both good students. We always respected her. It didn't make sense. When the bell finally rang, we followed her outside, still hoping she would change her mind. Julie was crying and said, "Please, miss, we're sorry. Can we have our books back?" The teacher looked at us and said, "You both disrespected me by taking out another subject in my class." I panicked and said, "It was Julie's idea. She convinced me." And Julie turned to me, tears in her eyes, and said, "Oh, really? Then why didn't you stop me? You could have said it's English class, not math." I went silent. I didn't know what to say. All I wanted was for her to forgive us. Luckily, after a few minutes, the teacher sighed and finally gave us our books back. Days passed, and everything went back to normal. She treated us kindly again, just like before, and honestly, we were so happy things were fine. But then one morning, she came into class and told us that she was moving to a new house far away. She said she wouldn't be able to come to our school anymore. The whole class gasped and then started crying. Even me. I didn't mean to, but tears filled my eyes. We were all so sad to lose her. But then she smiled and said, Okay, girls, don't cry. I'll stay. I won't move." Everyone laughed and clapped. It was one of those days I'll never forget. A day that taught me that sometimes, even when people are unfair, kindness and forgiveness can change everything. My opinion about this story is that sometimes life feels unfair, and people might treat us differently even when we don't deserve it. But what really matters is how we react. Ruby and Julie stayed kind and patient, and that shows real strength. It's better to forgive and move on, because kindness always finds its way back. And even when people make mistakes, what matters is that we learn and try to do better. So remember to always be kind, and don't forget to smile. That was today's story. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and wait for the next video with new stories and beautiful notebook decorations. Bye!